Many founders struggle with the transition from doing to leading. What advice can you offer on delegating effectively and building a team that can take the reins?
So this is such an important question. How to work on the business rather than in it, especially at the very beginning where you're just trying to do everything and oftentimes you're doing it alone. So the last few companies I've owned, a practice that I have put together is the idea of a basic 4-page plan. And that 4-page plan includes several things. It includes what is my purpose? So it includes core purpose, it includes vision, a 10-year impact goal, values, and an inception story. And that is always the first place I start. And then when I start to add people in, those are stories that I always have present. The second thing is I always have a very clear 12-month breakthrough goal. That is sort of the hinge that creates success and growth. And if you have one clear 12-month goal, what happens is your team is able to very quickly understand what the priority is, and then you rally against and for that one thing. And so there's not as much confusion, right? So you certainly want to do the things where you have a clear role description for everybody, and you want to help them, understand the systems and so forth. But really what makes the difference is this one goal that you want to drive toward. So something that's very, very understandable and specific and measurable and big. Like, this is the big thing, the Mount Everest we're going to climb together this year. And then the next thing, and it's very simple, and it is the thing that separates the girls from the women, is you sit down every week with your team or with yourself if you're alone, but certainly with your team, and you look at that specific 12-month goal and you have a list of KPIs that help you improve on progress to that goal. And this really disciplined habit is how you train and teach your team what's important. You are able to train and teach your team how to come up with ideas for improvement, how to celebrate wins, how to overcome losses, how to make it safe to make mistakes. All of these things can happen within the confines of a weekly meeting. I call it a most important goal meeting. It's where we come together and we're not talking about everything under the sun. We have one meeting that is focused exclusively on that 12-month breakthrough goal. At Illume, my last company, the first couple of years we were fill, bill, and collect X number of hours in a given month was always what we were looking at. And so we were working with the whole team, and everybody in the team, in the company, had their own KPIs and would come together, and we would all work together to make sure we hit those goals. And then we translated them into weekly goals and monthly goals, and that would get us to the 12-month breakthrough. And that is how I've discovered it really works to help teams learn and lead. And then quickly it transforms beyond that, right? You start to, if you are able to have one breakthrough in one area, then it starts to translate into every other area. And if you use those sessions, not just for looking at numbers, but for coaching and creating systems of belonging, and where one thing I quickly did was I took myself out of the role of leading those meetings. I quickly put somebody else in charge of leading those meetings, because then I could sit back and not be the center of the wheel, which founders tend to do, and then they get stuck there, and then that's why everybody else doesn't do anything, because you're the center. So when somebody else is leading and I'm a quiet observer, then everybody else starts to pick up and lead. So I hope that's helpful to you.